Welcome to my YouTube channel, as we dive into today's story titled The Three Brothers and the Enchanted Tree. In a small village nestled at the edge of a vast forest, there lived three brothers. The eldest was named Kofi, the middle brother was Kwame, and the youngest was Kojo. These brothers were known throughout the village for their courage and strength, but each had his own unique talent. Kofi, the eldest, was wise and always thought things through carefully. Kwame, the middle brother, was known for his bravery, never shying away from a challenge. Kojo, the youngest, was quick-witted and could talk his way out of any trouble. One day, the village was visited by a mysterious old man. His clothes were tattered, and his hair was long and wild, but his eyes sparkled with knowledge and power. The old man gathered the villagers and spoke of a great tree deep within the forest. This tree, he said, was enchanted. It was said that whoever could find the tree and bring back its golden fruit would be granted a wish that could change their fate forever. The three brothers were intrigued by the tale, each for their own reasons. Kofi, being wise, thought the tree might bring great prosperity to the village. Kwame, driven by his bravery, saw it as an adventure that could prove his worth. Kojo, always seeking excitement, thought of the endless possibilities the tree could bring. But beware, the old man warned, for the forest is filled with dangers and illusions. Only those with pure hearts and strong minds can find the tree and return safely. Without hesitation, the brothers decided to embark on the journey. Each packed their belongings. Kofi took a book of wisdom, Kwame a sword, and Kojo a bag of tricks. The next morning, they set off into the forest, leaving behind their village and all that was familiar. The forest was thick and dark, the trees towering high above them, blocking out the sunlight. Strange sounds echoed around them, unseen creatures rustling in the underbrush, mysterious whispers carried by the wind. As they ventured deeper, they encountered their first challenge, a wide, raging river that blocked their path. The water was too strong to swim across, and there was no bridge in sight. Kofi, using his wisdom, suggested, "Let us gather stones and build a path across the river." Kwame agreed, but Kojo, being quick-witted, said, "Why waste time? Let me show you another way." Kojo reached into his bag of tricks and pulled out a rope. He tied one end to a tree and, with great skill, swung it across the river, securing it to another tree on the opposite bank. The brothers then carefully crossed the river, one by one, using the rope as their guide. Once across, they continued their journey, but the forest seemed to grow darker and more ominous with each step. Strange lights flickered in the shadows, and eerie laughter echoed through the trees. The brothers knew they had entered the part of the forest where the enchanted tree was rumored to be. Suddenly, they came upon a fork in the road. Three paths lay before them, each leading in a different direction. The first path was narrow and overgrown, with thorns and brambles. The second was wide and clear, but it disappeared into a dense fog. The third was a steep, rocky climb, with loose stones that threatened to tumble at any moment. "We must choose wisely," Kofi said, studying the paths. "The right path will lead us to the tree, but the wrong ones could lead to danger." "Let's take the wide, clear path," Kwame suggested. "It's the easiest and will get us there the fastest." "No," Kojo said, shaking his head. "That's too obvious. The enchanted tree is hidden. We should take the narrow path. It may be overgrown, but it's likely the one less traveled." Kofi, after thinking for a moment, agreed with Kojo. "The hardest path is often the one that leads to the greatest rewards," he said. The brothers chose the narrow, thorny path, pushing through the brambles that scratched at their skin and tore at their clothes. But despite the difficulties, they pressed on, knowing that their goal was worth the struggle. As they walked, the forest seemed to close in around them. The trees grew taller and thicker, and the lights became dimmer. Strange creatures darted in and out of the shadows, and the air was filled with the scent of something sweet and intoxicating. Then, as they turned a corner, they saw the enchanted tree. It stood in a small clearing, its trunk thick and gnarled, its branches reaching high into the sky. The tree was unlike any they had ever seen, with leaves that shimmered like gold and fruit that glowed with an inner light. But as they approached the tree, they realized they were not alone. Standing guard around the tree were 3 fierce beasts, a lion, a serpent, and a giant eagle. Each beast was more terrifying than the last, their eyes fixed on the brothers as they drew closer. "We must defeat this beast if we want to reach the tree," Kwame said, drawing his sword. "I will fight the lion. And I will take on the serpent," Kofi said, his voice calm but determined. "That leaves the eagle for me," Kojo said, though he knew that this battle would require more than just strength, it would require cunning. Kwame charged at the lion, his sword flashing in the dim light. The lion roared and leaped at him, its claws outstretched. The two battled fiercely, each trying to overpower the other. But Kwame was strong and brave, and with a final, powerful swing of his sword, he defeated the lion. Kofi, meanwhile, faced the serpent. The snake was long and deadly, its fangs dripping with venom. But Kofi, using his wisdom, knew that the serpent could be defeated not by brute force but by outsmarting it. He waited for the serpent to strike, then dodged to the side, causing the serpent to bite into a tree instead of him. As the serpent struggled to free itself, Kofi grabbed a nearby rock and crushed its head. Kojo faced the eagle, which swooped down at him with razor-sharp talons. But Kojo was quick-witted and agile, dodging the eagle's attacks with ease. He reached into his bag of tricks and pulled out a net. As the eagle swooped down again, Kojo threw the net into the air, capturing the eagle and bringing it down to the ground. With the beast defeated, the brothers approached the enchanted tree. They each picked one of its golden fruits, feeling its warmth and power in their hands. "We did it," Kwame said, his voice filled with triumph. "Yes," Kofi agreed, "but our journey is not yet over. We must return to the village safely." Find out in episode 2, how the 3 brothers find their way back home.